Hi guys, hi all the way from Bali. We're going to do our 5-minute movement, and today we're going to go through fundamentals of flow, just try and get a little bit more strength from the flow, a little bit more control in it, and to give you a really good understanding on how these exercises are really good for building your strength, and we're not even lifting a weight because our body weight is our best barbell. Alright, so we've got 2 exercises we're going to go through, and we've got the beast, and then we've got the crab. So sitting up for our beast, we've got hands underneath our shoulders, knees down underneath our hips. Now if we can go slightly forward, or the hips slightly forward, and that'll be great. Tuck the toes, and what we're going to do first off is we're going to lift up through the back, okay, and then we're going to arch, and then we're going to lift up again, and then we're going to find our center. Right, once we've found that, we're going to lift our knees 1 inch off the floor, and that's our beast hold right there. Okay, then we're going to rest. The next thing we're going to go for limb lifts. So we come up into our beast hold, we take 1 limb off the floor, we replace it back down, take the other limb off the floor, replace it back down, we'll go to the feet down, and then feet down, and those are 1 inch off the floor. Okay, so then the next one, we rest, we can wiggle it out. Next one we're going to go alternating. Say again. Contralateral, so hand and foot, and not go wobbly like I just did. Okay, we try and keep everything straight, so the arms are going to stay straight. We actually just push on the other hand to lift ourselves up. Okay, so we push to lift it up, and our feet go 1 inch off the floor as well. So that we rest up, and then we get back up again, and then we've got we've got the beast walks, so we're going to walk forward. Okay, then we rest that, and when we walk forward it's just like that contralateral lift, but we're going to lift them up at the same time and place them down at the same time. Then when we rest, we lift up again, and then we go backwards. Okay, but the same thing, we try and control the movement nice and smooth, keeping nice and flat through the floor, but also like making sure that the knees and the hands are the same distance apart each time we land, yeah? So our feet don't go wide out there, and our hands are all the way out the front. So that is your beast. So now we're going to go into our crab. I'll probably do the side on, see how it looks. I am on an incline or decline, whatever way you want to look at it. So I am a little bit wonky, but the beast totally looked wonky, crab might not. Anyways, so with our crab, okay, so with our hands, we want to make sure that our hands are facing away from our fingers, like our fingers are facing away from our toes. That's what I'm trying to say. So when we lift up, okay, so from here we're going to push our bum forward to set us up, eh? And then we're going to pull it back. Then we're going to set our bum in the middle. From here we lift our chest up. We don't like push our boobs out or anything, but we just lift up, right? As if someone's grabbed us from the shirt and lifting us up. And then we push our bum towards the floor, but what we do is we lift it off 1 inch. Okay, so that's our crab, right in our crab now. This is the position we want to be in every time. So the first one's our hold, so we've done that, we rest, we can shake it out, we lift up again. Our next one is our limb lifts. So we do that just like the beast. So I went for hands, go for hands, foot, and then foot. Okay, and those are around the top of the floor. We rest, then we come up, and then we're going to go contralateral. So we've got hand and foot. It's a little bit hard when you're on an incline, hand and foot, okay, and then we rest that one down, and then we come up, and then we're going to walk forward. So we crab walk, and we use that contralateral lift, okay, and we push and pull using our feet, and then we rest. Then our last one is we lift, and then we're going to go backwards. Okay, so same thing, it's trying to work them at the same time, and I tell you, being on an uneven surface is a little bit difficult. And then we're back down. We've got these beautiful cows coming through. And they're going to get us ready for our video. See, they take care of this beach here. We're in Jimbalan. Very nice. Alright, so how we're going to do this is we're going to go Tabata style. So we're going to 20 seconds worth of work, 10 seconds rest. And you're going to want that 10 seconds rest. So if you haven't worked your wrists out already, work them out. Shake them, turn the dials, okay, do your snake, or do the bop, whatever you want to do it, okay, bring them out. Okay, so these are the fundamentals in that flow. Alright, so let's start. Hey, so first 20 seconds we're going to be our beast. So you already know the position. So hands under, knees under, we're on. So lifting up, we've got 20 seconds worth of a hold here. So really up to you on whether you can hold for that full 20 seconds. This is really going to work you. You might feel it in the quads, you might feel it in the core. Okay, this is a really nice way of getting a plank type of exercise without putting that lots of pressure on the back. So rest that. So our next one, we've got the single limb lift. Okay, so we're up in 2 seconds. So if you thought that plank, that hold, the beast hold was easy, that's fine because we're pretty much in this beast for 2.5 minutes. Okay, so we're working through both all limbs, all 4 limbs, and we're only lifting off 1 inch off the floor, holding for a second or so. Okay, and we're down. So we shake that out, and then we're going to work again. We're going to go contralateral. So it's both hand and foot at the same time, then we lower that down, starting in 1. And we're up. Now contralateral. Now remember, trying to push through the floor to lift the body up. Try not to just lift the body up. If you push through the floor with the grounded hand especially, that will help you out. Now we're trying to keep the knees as close to the floor as we can, so keeping that 1 inch distance. And down. So this next one we're going to be walking forward, yeah. So we've got the contralateral lift, but now we're traveling. So I'm going to move back a little bit so I don't run you over. So this, just take your time with it. So it's not about speed at all. It's all about the fundamentals. We're trying to get control. I'm trying to recruit, you know, muscles that haven't been working. 5 seconds, I want to run you over soon. Good. So then the last one for this, we're going to go backwards and then we're onto our crab. So making sure that we're set up, 2, 1. And again, it's just about controlling, especially through that middle part when you've got 2 limbs off the ground. We're trying to control it without our legs taking off on us. Easy going downhill. 2, 1. Cool. So now next one's our crab. I'm going to go side arm again. It's a little bit crazy going side arm with the incline. That's workable, we'll do it. Here we go, we lift, so we know the position because we played around with it before when we did the demonstration. We lift it up and we just hold here. But think about someone lifting us up through our shirt and we're wanting to press our bum towards the floor, but it's not landing on the floor. It's just that's where our energy is. Good, so it's a really nice length through the spine. And then the next one we've got the limb lifts. So we'll start with the hand first. So we're up, so one hand first, bring it back down. And we try and not to shift too much. But again, if you're on an uneven surface, this is a way to try and really get it so that you got full control no matter where you are. And down again. I kind of like when Bruce Lee says that, you know, you can be skillful until you're off on a surface that you're not usually practicing on. So, I mean, those weren't his exact words, but that's pretty much what he was saying. If you're a boxer in the ring and you're amazing, get into the woods and then see what happens. Or if you're a kickboxer or something like that, and get into water and then see how you are, you know, utilizing those skills. So it's just about being able to bring your game no matter where you are, but also adapting as well. Okay, so now next one, I may have done that twice. Let's see how we go. We've got I did do it twice. Let's go contralateral. So we go the hand and foot raise. Now if you've already done this in the last one, you didn't actually listen to me, which is kind of good. You're on the forward crawl, but what I'm going to do is on the last one, I'm going to actually do forward and back crawl. Just because I can. And that's the thing about doing things like this is like, don't get so married to you know, the set structure and everything. If you stub up, you stub up. It's all good. Alright, so we're going to crawl forward. We'll go for 10 seconds and then we're going to crawl backwards. And that way we've got our 5 minutes. If you can't laugh at yourself, you won't be able to handle everybody else doing it. Last 2 seconds. Done. So there we go, guys. That's our fundamentals. So you got the your beast and your your beast and your crab.
Activity completed.
Activity completed. And you're just wanting to make sure that you really got those holds. Get your wrists used to it as well, being on the floor, because we do a lot of that. And you know, if you want to have a look at it in life, you know, if you fall over, a lot of the time we have things happen when we fall over and we can't get back up again. We stress out, we get the heart attacks. You know, or you know, what if you're on your own, you slipped over in the shower and you just can't get up anyways because at the moment your ability you know, is limiting. And that's the thing, just get used to the ground. Get used to this. Get on the ground, get on the sand, get in the dirt, get in the grass, get on the tiles, get on the wood, whatever surfaces that you're going to be on, and get used to it, eh? Don't this shouldn't be foreign, alright? Okay guys, I'm ranting. I'm gonna go. See you, bye.